Hi everyone, that's me back again. I am just going to show you how to do the foam flower stick pin. Now, I don't have any glossy accents left, so I am just going to show you the basics of it, and you can obviously put it together yourself. So, what I do is, these stick pins are the cheapest at the moment. In fact, it's the pink coloured ones, like that. Those ones there, that are the cheapest just now, and they are $1.95, I think, $4.72 on eBay. I will put the link to the company down below. And all I do is take my pliers, and just be careful because it does tend to ping a bit, and cut the tip off it. Now it is quite stiff because it's a thick pin. You just need to be careful, and you're left with that. So you put that there, take your foam flower and snip that as well. I then tend to take the greenery off it. Personal preference, don't have to if you don't want to. And then what I tend to do is, see the green stalk, gently yank that out. Okay, comes out fairly easily. And it's well glued in anyway, so it's not going to fall apart or anything because you take that out. Then all you do is, stick glossy accents on the end, and stick some glossy accents on the bit where the hole was for your stem, and put it on. Just be careful it doesn't come right through like that. If it does, just pull it back slightly and let it set. Don't touch it again until your glossy accents has set. Once it's set, then you can decorate it. Now I'm waiting for smaller, I think they're 14mm bead caps coming in, which will be perfect for that size. But right now I'm just going to show you with this massive one, and I will just shape it in though. If you're using a bigger one, all you're doing is just shape your stick pin into it, your bead cap to the flower. Doesn't need to be perfect at all, but there you go. And as I said, I obviously haven't stuck it on 100% just now because I don't have any glossy accents left. And then you can dress it up as you want. You can add on your beads, your spacers, however you usually dress them. I mean, like that one there, I have put a rondel on. Then I've got my pearl. Then I've got a small spacer. Then I've got my crystal. And then I've got another flatter bead cap. And they do look absolutely stunning. And no one's going to have one identical to that. And I mean, this part, you can chuck it away or use it again. Use it in the body of a butterfly. Turn it upside down, put your antennae either side, and you're reusing it. Doesn't need to be wasted, but you've no need for it at that time. So that's how you're doing that. And as I said, close up, it is, that bead cap's too big for it. I'll see actually if I get a smaller one, it might be more suited. I have got an area bead caps, but style wise, I don't have a great deal that will suit that, I don't think. This is actually, these ones are too small, but I'm going to shape it. In fact, you know what? Those ones would be absolutely fine actually, I think. Could put one over there. Sorry, I was talking with space on my mouth. I mean, like that is one of the big ones that I got off Beads Addict the other day. I mean, that obviously, but I mean, you can throw that right in there and have it coming out the top. And it's gorgeous. Or make it simple. Just put a flattish one on it. Doesn't need to be overly fancy. And you can put a feather or whatever underneath there, just to add some flounce onto it. As I said, I have shown you obviously the basic of how to put it on. And it's not difficult. Once you've took your stalk out, you'll see the hole where the stalk had been. You're just putting a bit of glossy accents in there. Bit of glossy, you can use hot glue, it's just very basic with hot glue. Plus you're going to chance of burning yourself, which is really not clever. So just put it in the hole and let it set. Just sit it in your stick pin holder until it dries. You're done. Then you're ready to dress. And I mean, if you're doing a few of them at the one time, they're all got to dry at the same time, and you're ready to go. Right, while I'm here, earrings. I'm just going to make up the one just now, just to show you how I do them. Trying to do the same. And this one there. What? No. No. Brain damaging. Right. Now, as most of you know, pink isn't my main colour, but I had pulled them out to show you the big cap, so I will just go with it. Right. So my start off point for making my earrings. Get your stick pin, your head pin. Now, as I said, you can use a decorated one like this, or let me just wait a minute to see if I can find my head pin. Nope. 2 seconds, people. sorry about that. Right. Or your basic head pin. So I'll show you with them. I'll do the completed set with these so you can see them in full. Right, so now I use this tool for looping, and it's basically because of my arthritis. It's so much easier with this. But you can use your what do you call them? Your round nose pliers. Brain damaged. Right. So, as I said, I will show you the basics with this one first, so you can adapt it. Right. So, we obviously don't need a bead cap on that, we've already got one. So what I tend to do is put my bigger one down below, like that. Then I would put, I'm only putting 2 beads on this, so I wouldn't be putting bead caps on it. We will put one of them maybe. And another bead. Yep. And then we'd be putting a small bead cap on it. So that would be your earring, right? And that's for if you're doing it on a decorated pin. Alright, so I'm going to show you similar, only on a straight head pin, because these are the cheapest. I mean, you can get something like 500 or 1,000 of these from China for pennies. So, I don't have a decorated end, so I need a bead cap. Now I'm putting on an 8mm bead, so I need a reasonable size bead cap, and I think what have I got here? Yeah, put one of these ones on it. That's going to hold it. Yeah. Right, so then look at that and that. There you go. Okay, so that's your bead cap and your pearl. And as you can see, you don't really see the head pin at the bottom of that. So it is actually finished quite prettily. Then you're putting your rondel on, then your pearl, and then I'm going to see if I've got a prettier bead cap. I'll just put one of these on it. Don't really like the antique silver on this one. It just doesn't match. So I'm putting on, these are just basic small ones. I will show you it close up in just a second, because my eyesight and hands aren't great today. So there we go there. It's oh come on. There you go. Should have thought of that at the beginning, shouldn't I? But that's your bead cap at the top and your bead cap at the bottom, and as I said, you'll see the finish on it is much prettier than just a basic head pin or an eye pin at the bottom. Now, to use your looper tool, it's a dawdle, and I'll just show you how to do it. You're taking your 1-step looper. Now, you're putting it into, try to do this so you will see it. Move that out the way, sorry. Right. You're putting your pin through here, and there's a hole on the other side that it comes out. Okay, and I'm going to turn it so you can see there. It's a small hole for it to come out. Then all you're doing, make sure that your bead is right up against the lip at the front there. Okay, and then you squeeze and it snaps off the remainder of your head pin. Then just give it a wee jiggle about just to make sure that your loop's tight, and then release, and you just wiggle it off the top of the charm and you have got a perfect loop. Alright, now we obviously still need to add with earring finding. So then what I do is I use my round nose pliers and just, instead of moving my loop, I just pull back my earring. Just pull the earring back slightly, and that opens your loop. Now I'm just going to show you that so you can see it. Like that. Then all you're doing is adding, this is really hard doing it back to front, adding your loop on, okay, and then using the same idea, put your round nose pliers back on with your finding in it. I'm doing this a bit cock-handed. See if I can do it with my other hand. It's not the hand I work with usually, but just so that you can see it better when I'm doing it. And excuse the noise, Max is eating something under my table. Right. There we go. Right, so there we go. Put it back on. Now I've made sure that my earring finding is on this side where it's closed, so it's not going to come off again. And then all you're doing, rather than move your pliers, is just push your earring up again onto the loop, and you will find that your loop's closed over a bit. Then you're just going to keep working that until it closes properly. I'm going to do it off camera because I'm right-handed. In fact, I'll do it in front of you, but you're not going to see it as much because obviously I'm using my other hand. But yeah, just closing that loop over, and then once it's closed, Just tilt it back slightly so that it looks balanced, like that. Right, and as I said, finished properly at the bottom. Doesn't look bad. And that's your earrings done. And I'll just set that there. And I'll do the other one. Sorry, it's a bit blurry far away, but it's just so that when I'm showing you close up, it's clear. So, we're getting another one of these bead caps out. Should have done that the first time, really, shouldn't I? Right, so we're taking one of these bead caps. And another bundle. And a small bead cap. Right, we're ready to rock now. Right, so we've got straight eye pin, head pin, sorry. Put your decorative bead cap on. Put your larger bead on. Place your rondel on. Place your smaller bead on. Then your bead cap at the top. Now, as I said, can be any bead cap. You don't even need to have a bead cap, I just think it finishes the earring better. I think the finish is much cleaner looking, much more professional looking, but it's not essential. Then you're doing one step looper again. I'm just going to put it in and I will show you it up again. There we go. Now, as I said, it's really difficult when I'm obviously filming this, but you've got it right clean up against the edge and then you're squeezing it. Snaps off and it continues to tighten up. And you're just jiggling it around just to make sure that your beads, your loops close tight. Take it off and jiggle it off. Now, the only thing I say with the looper is it's a bit looser. If you're doing it by hand, you tend to find that the loops are much tighter, but you can adapt them. Doesn't need to be very, very loose. Oh, I took my earring finder out, solid beggar. Excuse all the clipping and stuff. Right. Then we've got our round nose pliers. Round nose pliers. And then tighten your grip. Rock your bead back to open up your loop. Like that. Put your finding on. Make sure it's over the other side. Whoops, sorry. And then you're closing by squeezing and rock your bead, your earring back round So you're putting the beads back to it, and that closes up your loop like that. And then all you're doing is just tightening it up and making it look finished again. Make sure that the bead in the loop is more central, and as I said, that's easily done. You're just rocking it slightly back, and then you're just tightening up the loop again just to make sure it's finished properly. Like that. And that's you got your pyramid. They're identical. And to finish it off, I'll zoom you out a bit again so that you're seeing clearer again. Alright, there we go. And what I always finish mine off with is one of my jewellery cards. It just says fashion jewellery. Put your earrings in. And these are great, especially if you're doing craft sales or selling on eBay, selling to friends and family, giving out as gifts. They just look so much nicer and just more professional. The other fact being is, and I don't even think I've got any handy. I haven't. No, I've not. Yeah, I have. Take one out of here. Then what you can do is your little, now you can buy these off of eBay again for next to nothing. This one's actually in one of my necklaces. These little card price tags, and all you need to do is write your price on it and just place it in the bag. Doesn't need to be anything fancy, just in the back even, like that. Slotted in, and it means people can see them at a craft sale, or if you're selling them online, also remembers you how much each thing is, because if you're making a lot of jewellery, it's easy to forget how much you priced everything as, especially if you're using semi-precious stones, which are obviously a bit more expensive than your acrylic or your glass pearls. And you can, if you wish, put your sticker or label or whatever on the back saying that they're handmade. And then you've got your little hook at the top to hook them up. And it just looks so much more professional for very, very little extra money. And as I said, selling them in organza bags. I mean, I always do put them into organza after that anyway. Especially if they're buying them, I put them into the organza bag for them. But if you're selling them like that, you can see them at a distance without having to take them out and handle them, which is another issue of mine. I don't like empty handling jewellery too much. Because you don't know where they've been, if they've washed their hands after the loo or anything. So this keeps them safe as well. You can then add them into an organza bag and they just look professional. You can add probably an extra £1.50 on just for your extra 2 minutes packing, and it doesn't cost you anywhere near that amount to do it. I think I paid probably about £1.50 or £2 for 100 cards and the polythene. Anyway, hope that helps. Just with a few wee bits and bobs there. And as I said, these are exactly the same idea as the loop. Everything is exactly the same, except obviously you don't need to add the bead cap at the bottom. Otherwise, everything is the same. And as I said, these are great also for pendants, because then again they're finished at the bottom, but you can use your bead caps. Don't be frightened to try something different. At the end of the day, the head pins are worth pennies, so invest in a few of them and try things out. If it doesn't work, use your pliers and start again. So I hope that has helped. You have got your foam flower stick pin that I showed you at the beginning, and then your earrings. And as I said, this was just after Athena's gift that she had sent me, which is still sitting here beside me. And as I said, I will add tassels onto the end of these, because I prefer a long earring. I think it's just because my hair is quite long. I like something to show. Not that I wear the earrings very often anyway, I only wear them if I'm going out or if we're doing something special, but anyway, so I hope that's helped, and I will speak to you all really, really soon. Take care for now, bye.